And one car in particular that you did as a bit of a commercial was a bit of a high-powered one that was done near here, and it was just a Redbull Formula One vehicle that was going over one of the main passes here, right?
Yeah. No, that was a pretty special project. Obviously, when you're specialized in a high performance area, you're always around racing, and certainly the pinnacle of racing is Formula One. And I'm one of the few Americans who've kind of had a reoccurring theme of Formula One in my work. And so when the project came along to kind of start promoting a new race here in the United States, with Red Bull kind of wanting to make that promotion and make people aware that there's a possibility of a new place, I kind of wrote and presented to Red Bull a project that would take us on a journey across the United States, doing pit stops literally from the Golden Gate Bridge all the way to the beach in Miami. And along the way, we stopped just a few miles from here and went over the top of Independence Pass. And let me tell you, to hear a Formula One car start down in the valley and you call them on the radio to send them up, and we've got everything in position to film it, and hear that howl of that motor as it came up the valley was pretty unforgettable.
Yeah, unforgettable for many of the animals who had never heard it either.
Yeah,
the residents.
No wildlife around for a few days, I'm sure.
So that was just a couple of years ago,
Yeah,
as a preparation for the Miami Grand Prix. What were some of the logistical challenges in doing it? Because what you really wanted to highlight in what you were filming there was a cross-country journey, to go all the way from one part of the country to the other, and kind of hang a right at Colorado and now go southeast, as the commercial says.
Yeah.
But you took Max Verstappen's vehicle through sand.
Yeah.
You took him over the Bay Bridge. I mean, the whole thing.
Yeah, I mean, every job has logistical challenges, and being that you're shooting with a Formula One car, which can't sit there idling, can't get caught up in traffic, can't drive over any big bumps or things like that. There was a lot of research and a lot of coordinating that went into it, and probably I've shot a little over 800 commercials in my career, and I would say that one of the more dramatic moments, and taking everything you kind of know from your career and putting it into one moment, that was on the Oakland Bay Bridge. And for us to close the bridge completely, the direction into the city, which is about 5 lanes wide, I think, and do a full pit stop with Daniel Ricciardo's car on that bridge, and to know that if something stalled or something broke down or whatever, there's literally thousands of cars being held from going into the city. There was a little bit of pressure on that.
Traffic and weather on the 8s, we have a holdup on the Bay Bridge.
Yeah, it was a magical moment to be standing there. We shot it 3 times. We shot it once clean from the air, from the helicopter, once where I was on the ground actually filming it, and another time where it was all just kind of camera rigs on the cars, so that we really didn't see any of the crew or things that were actually filming it. But to stand there and call action and have that car come sweeping down onto the bridge and see it stop with Formula One precision with all the crew. And keep in mind that the crew's doing tire changes, but they don't have the gantries and all the things that they do in a Formula One pit stop. So they're actually carrying the air bottles on the backs and everything about it. So they're all self-contained, and they pour out of 2 minivans and change the tires on that. And when the car goes flying out of there and on down the bridge, it's a pretty satisfying moment. So it's definitely a high five moment between everybody.
In the 800, then, some commercials, that one has to stand.
Yeah, it was, like I said, it really was kind of a culmination of everything that I'd been doing through the years too. So it put a lot of knowledge into one moment there. But as you said, we started in San Francisco. We closed down the Las Vegas Strip there. At night, we put little headlights on the Formula One cars to have it blast down the strip and cut through traffic. And then we came over Independence Pass here, and ultimately ended up on the beach in Miami. And doing the pit stop, a full pit stop on the beach in Miami, and just think about launching out of that pit, roosting all the sand and everything. It was a pretty cool moment there too.